Good afternoon, YouTube. Hardball Crazy coming back to the video. Yeah, it's been a long time. I've been MIA. I had Tommy John surgery, so that put me on the shelf for a while. But I'm all rehabbed and recuperated. So that took me out for the summer. But all serious note, I've uh, been busy with work. Take a break from YouTube a little bit. But hobby-wise, I've been doing more cataloging and sorting than anything else. Have bought a few cards here and there. Not as much as I usually do, but I have bought some. So my next few videos, I'm going to show you some cards I've picked up. Um, this being my first video back after months off, I thought I'd share uh, my three main hobby rules that I use. One might be a little bit controversial, I guess, or a bit shocking, out of the ordinary. But these are three hobby rules I use to help me with my buying. I do not have a huge hobby budget, so it keeps me aligned into not buying everything or trying to buy everything or trying to buy cards that's a little less enjoyable for my collection, I guess. Makes my collection overall enjoyable. But I have really three major hobby rules. The first one is I do not purchase um, reprint cards. So, for example, I can't afford some of the high-end Hall of Famer Cracker Jacks or some T206 high-ends, reprint, stuff like that. So I'm not going to buy a reprint of that card just to have a copy of that card. Um, every rule has an exception. I'll have exceptions to each rule, basically, for the most part. So even this even includes like Topps archives or reprints. Like in 2000s or so, they did reprints of rookie cards of Hall of Famers and such. Like um, they do a reprint of, say, 69 Topps Nolan Ryan in a modern set or Topps archive set, stuff like that. I don't want that reprint. That includes modern inserts like Burger's Best and cards your mom threw out inserts is basically reprints of old cards too. I don't want those. But but for the most part, I say um, I do not want a T206 Hannes Wagner reprint just to have a T206 Hannes Wagner. I can't afford the original one, and I will never be able to afford the original one. But that means I just won't have it in my collection. That's how it is. But one exception, minor exception, is that in Cleveland, our national a couple years ago, um, Eric, Four Leaf Cards, the host with the most, gave us a Hannes Wagner T206 card with a stamp and stuff like that. So this has major sentimental value. So this is my collection. But normally I would not buy a reprint card or have a reprint card in my collection. If I can't afford the original card, I don't want it. If I can't afford the original card, I'll just wait to get the original card. I don't want a bunch of modern cards that look like the original card and say, oh, people say, oh, no, it's not. It's a reprint. I don't want any of that. Second rule of my collection is if the player on the card is not the player depicted, I don't want it. It's kind of didn't explain very well. Say I have, the most modern example is Carlos Beltran's rookie card. His rookie card is 95 Topps traded, but player depicted on there is not Carlos Beltran. It's another prospect for the Royals, Juan LeBron. So that Carlos Beltran rookie card I do not want because Carlos Beltran is not on the photo. Is not the photo. So that's one of my rules. Is I don't want if the card on the image on the photo is not the player depicted on the card, I don't want it. Just a little annoyance, a little peeve of mine. So it eliminates Julio Rodriguez, Tigers third baseman from the 70s. His rookie card is an Angels, 69 Topps Angels card with a bat boy. I don't want that one. For example, probably the most notable I can think of, like a pre-war player. If you're familiar with the name Bill Wamsgams, he's a shortstop at Cleveland in his 20s, and he's the only player to have with unassisted triple play in World Series history. But if you look at Bill Wamsgam's cards back in the day, the one photo is back in those days, he used the same photos, a bunch of cards, where he's kind of a twisting and follow through pitch. That's not actually Bill Wamsgam, so I don't really want that card. So if I have that card in my collection, oh, here's my Bill Wamsgam. So you look at him, oh, this is what he looks like, but it's not really him, so it kind of defeats the purpose of. It's a pet peeve of mine. I just don't want it. So that's my second rule: is I don't want cards of players. The picture is not the player. It's just a huge pet peeve of mine. It's just like I don't want it. Third rule is probably most controversial, I guess, shocking, out of line. But this one really saves me time and money. It gives me more focus on by collecting with a limited budget. I do not collect players, non-playing cards of players. I don't like Lou Gehrig's and Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron's, Willie Mays, Stan Musials, anybody that back then. I'm sorry, but they don't belong on shiny new cards. I should not go after a modern rainbow of these guys. They should not have numbered cards. And players of my youth I grew up with, so like I'm thinking like George Brett or Carlson Fisk, Bo Jackson, anybody in the Junk Wax era, King Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas. They have a crap ton of cards from playing days. I don't need to go after any modern day cards. This keeps me focused. I do not collect modern day post-playing day cards. Players, I only want playing day cards of them, with the exceptions of. I'll explain the exceptions showing cards of. I want to show you some cards here. The exceptions of relic cards, obviously, like this Roy Campanella. I will go after a post-playing days card of him because it's a relic card. Or an autograph card. Autographs like this post-playing days Benito Santiago autograph. That includes post-playing days cards, but this post-signed, like signed like at a card show or through the mail or in person or wherever. For example, Cecil Travis, who's a star shortstop with the Senators in the 40s. This is a Conlon card, but it's signed by him, so I will collect that. But there's enough Cecil Travis cards, and he's very affordable, so I'm not going to go after his other Conlon sets. Those guys are playing days cards. Other exception is Negro Leaguers. Is obviously a lot of Negro Leaguers don't have playing days cards. If they do, there's only, like, say, for example, Oscar Charleston. He's got a playing days card, but good luck finding it, and it's gonna cost like 5 digits to get it. So have an Oscar Charleston card in your collection, or say Satchel Paige, Kansas City Monarchs card in your collection. You gotta get post-playing day. So here's a 1990 Eclipse Negro League set of Hall of Famer Biz Mackey, the New York Eagles. So this would include have Negro Leaguers in my post-playing days, the Hall of Famers. And the exception, if a Hall of Famer for my Hall of Fame set, I'll try to get all the playing days guys I can get, but some are out of my price range, and some are possible to find, say 19th century guys, like I have Ed Delahanty card, it's post-playing days card. I have a Hannes Wagner, and I just pulled this one out, Eddie Plank. His cards are pretty much, right now, kind of unaffordable. I may be able to get one, but I'll just buy the one token just to have the Eddie Plank card in my collection. But when I go for any other Eddie Planks, unless it's a playing days card, as soon as I get a playing day card, this card is kibosh. Sell it or trade it away. This is a Good Wins Champions base card, Eddie Plank. So that's the exception. Like I have a 76 Topps Hannes Wagner, and that's my oldest Hannes Wagner card in my collection. And if I never get another Hannes Wagner card, so be it. Playing days card, but I will not be going after any other Hannes Wagner post-playing days cards unless it's a relic card. Obviously, there's no autographs, it's going to be affordable. And if I ever get a chance to get a playing days card, that was kibosh. 76 Topps card is probably sell or trade away or something. But that is my hobby rules. Keeps me in budget, keeps me in line, keeps me focused, and that's how I collect. Brings me more joy. This is not how I'm going to ask you how you should do it, but this helps me collect with my stuff. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sticking by through my going away there. So have a good day.